Welcome to the second module in the eLuna training video series, Translating the Document. I am Tom Caldin, and I will be your narrator for this training module. This series presents a demo of the eLuna tool, so that you can familiarize yourself with the features needed to translate United Nations documents. In Module 1, we showed you how to locate a document in the eLuna in-tray and how to upload new jobs to the in-tray. In this module, I will be demonstrating how to use the tool to translate or revise the contents of the document. In a fully automated process, the text is divided into segments and evaluated according to a set of predefined segmentation rules. Some segments are automatically replaced and appear on a pink background. Refer to the manual for the auto-replace criteria. Untranslated segments with suggested translations are grey. All other segments for which eLuna has not found a match are white. Let's start translating. I will scroll down to one of the segments to be translated and click anywhere in the text to begin. When you click on the segment, it is centered on the screen. As you can see, eLuna has already processed this segment and inserted a suggested translation in the editing window. Click on Show More to find out where this suggestion came from. When you click on a segment, eLuna searches for similar sentences in previously translated UN documents that are stored in the system. The suggested translations are listed under Discovery Results. In this case, the translation that the system has inserted in the editing space is the first in the list. Move the mouse cursor over the icons to the right of the percentage values to see whether each suggestion has been aligned, either automatically or manually by one of our colleagues. The percentages indicate how much of the text in the suggestion matches the text to be translated. Where the value is less than 100, click once on the number to show the differences between the suggestion and your source text. Click again to hide the differences. This is the symbol of the document in which the suggested translation was found. To see that sentence in context, click on the symbol. The bilingual text will open in a new tab in your web browser. How additional tabs are opened may vary depending on your browser configuration and preferences. Translations may also come from terminology databases, identical segments that you have already translated and that have been propagated to the rest of the document, or text that has been replaced automatically by the system, such as dates and figures. Lastly, some suggestions may come from the eLuna draft, a temporary memory that stores segments from all documents currently being translated in the system. In such cases, you will see the name of the person who has translated a segment. This pane on the right lists all of the terms found in the segment. All terms are hyperlinked. Click on any term to open it in the web version of UN term. There are several ways we can translate each segment. You can use the suggested translation and edit it as necessary. Click on Apply. The segment background will turn blue to indicate that you have translated it. If you wish to review this particular segment later, click on the flag icon to mark it as a tentative translation. The segment background will turn orange. If you prefer one of the suggested translations from the list, click on the check mark to the right to apply that translation. Or you can send one of the suggested translations to the editing window using the up arrow icon. If there is no suggested translation, or if the current suggestion is not useful, you can click on any of the 3 machine translation options available. Tap24UN, the generic Bing translator from Microsoft, or the UN-specific Bing translation engine. Please keep in mind that your current translation will be replaced with the text generated by the machine translation system. This action cannot be undone. Click on the back arrow icon at any time to cancel your translation and return the target segment to its original state. You can also add comments to a segment or part of a segment. To do this, select the relevant text, right-click on it, and click on Add Comment. Type your comment and click Update. To close an active segment, click on the cross icon. You can do this at any time. Now let's see how to revise a segment. If you open a translated segment, whether a final translation or a tentative translation, you will be able to see information about the prior translation process below the editing window. This pane contains the name of the translator and the date and time of translation. There is also information on the source text used by the translator, if any, and the manual changes made to it are highlighted for review. Once you have translated all the segments in a document, the next step is to export your draft to Microsoft Word. On the top toolbar, click the Export button. You can export the translation as a docx file in the same layout as the original but without comments, or as a docx file with any comments you inserted. Click on the desired option. Depending on your browser, you will be prompted to open or save the document. Click on OK, and eLuna will generate the target text in Microsoft Word format. Before submitting the Word document for revision, you will probably need to post-edit your translation, especially if the formatting is complex or if there are many footnotes. Save and submit your translation following your service procedures. Remember to report any problems to your eLuna focal point. You may also post suggestions on how to improve the tool in the eLuna learning community on Unite Connections. More detailed information on what was covered is provided in the eLuna manual and quick reference guide, available at the GText learning community on Unite. In the next video, Module 3, you will learn how to configure eLuna and customize its features and functions. Thank you for joining us today.